Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Batman Beyond, issue number 7. Now, apparently Dan Jurgens has a problem with sticking to making awesome Superman comic books, and he wants to come over here and start making awesome Batman Beyond stories also. To tell you the truth, I'm totally cool with that. I just feel like complaining about something, and that's the worst I can think of to say about this comic. Guys, we have the League of Assassins coming into attack, and by the end of this, I'm just going to point it out there, even though we don't actually see his face, it's revealed that Ra's al Ghul is still alive. Now, this seems to be the month of Ra's al Ghul because he's in like 3 comics now, at the very least. Actually, 4, if you technically count over in Trinity issue number 7, which technically was last month, but still, he's still technically in that storyline. So this is like Ra's al Ghul month, man. Anyway, so as far as the storyline is concerned, we get Bruce Wayne, the old Batman, sitting down in his study, and Max comes up and talks with him, and he's kind of living the regret, the idea that Terminal had him in stasis for so long, and meanwhile over in some part of Gotham, you got Terry complaining that, Spellbinder had him off thinking he was somebody else, and just there's a lot of angsty stuff going on here, but it gets really good really fast. Now, I really do have a problem with all the whiny little Twilight stuff going on, just like I complained about with last issue with Terry, and there's a little love fest thing, but I do really love the dialogue with Bruce Wayne in this particular issue. We actually get Bruce who starts thinking and reminiscing, talking to his parents, all right, in the sense of looking at a picture of them on the wall, a portrait. And he talks about how they should have been alive. Even though he put himself in danger all the time, and these guys really didn't put themselves purposely in the path of danger, that somehow he lived to the ripe old age that they should have. And I think that was really great depth for probably the most popular character in the history of comic books. And Dan Jurgens has this down to a freaking science. That was beautiful. On top of that, we get a little bit of a retcon history. That's right. The 4 main Robins actually exist in this universe, in this parallel alternate future of Rebirth. So that's interesting that he actually names Tim, Jason, Dick. He also mentions Duke, that briefly he was with them. And he, of course, also mentions Damian. He actually goes into a little bit of extra detail about Damian. So that means that Damian is actually still alive. Now, it's funny that we should hear about that in the same exact issue that we hear that Ra's al Ghul is still alive. So wow, guys, come on. That doesn't excite you? So on top of that, we see that Terry's little brother is, running around. He's got a couple of ideas and, he's helping out a lot. And Bruce actually thinks, he reminds me of, no, wait, don't even go there. So he's thinking about a Robin. Maybe he's even thinking about Damian. So it could be Tim, or it could be Dick that he's thinking about. Whatever, just that is great that he's actually looking at him as a version of a Robin. At this point, you kind of know it's going to happen, right? And I am totally down for that. We see a little bit more also about the suit, how it's starting to affect Terry. It's going to apparently give him a little bit of bloodlust. So he's got to hurry up and get back, and I'm sure he's going to be caught up and not be able to do whatever, but he goes in a bit of a bloodlust and he just takes out the League of Assassins. One point of contention, he actually blows up the bat signal, which is fine because that's really archaic, and I expect that they're going to make some new future version of it. You know what? With everything that Jurgens did in this particular issue, I am positive that we're in great hands, that he's going to be able to handle whatever, new version of the bat signal that he's going to make. So I'm very happy with this comic book. Legit, guys, I'm giving this a B+. There was almost nothing wrong with this comic. So much good stuff, except for the angsty, like I said, Twilight kids thing, whatever. It was too much in the last issue, and the fact that it went on even longer in this issue, it was a bit much. Just sorry, I'm not into that nonsense. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.